Final question for today is I've recently realized that I'm drawn to the rescuer role on the drama triangle. On a subconscious level, I'm looking for people to rescue. Then, when my needs are not met in return, I become triggered, turn into the persecutor. Yes. How can I move beyond this role and step into the empowerment dynamic? Fantastic question. So a couple of things with this. Congratulations on recognizing that you're on the drama triangle. That is the biggest problem with this. That is the biggest challenge that you might have with this. Okay, so the fact that you've realized that you are on the drama triangle, that's half the battle done already, just like that. Well done. The second thing with your question is you're saying on a subconscious level you're looking for people to rescue. You've recognized this. That is very powerful. Because most people never do. They're just unconscious about what they're doing and they keep living the same reality over and over again. Now, obviously, you've lived it enough times that you've recognized that there's a pattern of what you're doing and how you're contributing to it. So congratulations on that. And it's also true that a lot of rescuers, when their needs don't go met, when their needs go unmet, turn into persecutors. Because they give and give and give and give and give. And I would consider myself to be one of these people too. You continue to give to people, not filling your own cup, therefore, and because when people get used to you just giving to them, they stop trying for themselves and they don't necessarily reciprocate. So your cup's emptying, nobody's filling your cup, you're not filling it, they're not filling it. Eventually you run out of fuel and then you have to snap because you have no other option. Now you're a persecutor. So it's really important to remember that, both persecutor and the rescuer, they both need a victim to feel powerful. Okay? So by you being either on the rescuer role or on the persecutor role, you are victimizing people. All right, and that might sound harsh, but it's just a fact. I had to face this myself. I get what it is. I know it's hard to hear it, but here we are. Let's keep it real. So by being a rescuer, you basically teach others to become dependent on your help, which then, makes you victimize them into being less powerful than they already were. So if you stopped helping people, they would become more empowered because they learn new things. But when you don't let them learn new things, you're victimizing them. So again, that might be hard to hear. But I just feel like until we can kind of jolt ourselves onto the empowerment dynamic where the persecutor becomes the challenger, the victim becomes the creator, and the rescuer becomes the coach, then until we kind of have this jolt of understanding what we're actually doing, we're victimizing people, it can be really difficult to get onto that empowerment dynamic and start practicing being a coach, being a challenger, being a creator instead of being a rescuer, a persecutor, or a victim. So sometimes we just need that jolt to get moving into that empowerment dynamic. So my question to you is, what is the difference? How is a rescuer different from a coach? How is a persecutor different from a challenger? How is a victim different from a creator? So I'm going to challenge you now, being the challenger, right now in this situation. I'm going to challenge you, well, really the challenger and the coach. I'm going to challenge you to look at the differences between the empowerment dynamic and the drama triangle. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the drama triangle was created by Dr. Stephen Cartman, and just so Google it, the drama triangle, and also Google empowerment dynamic, and see how the rescuer becomes the coach, the persecutor becomes the challenger, and the victim becomes the creator. And write down what you think are the differences between the different, the victim versus creator, the rescuer versus coach, the persecutor versus challenger. And put your comments in the comment section. All right, so that's what I would say. You probably need a bit of a jolt. You probably need a little bit of kind of uh, confrontation around how you're victimizing people if you are a in that kind of that rescuer role on the drama triangle. Um, it's often what rescuers don't want to hear because they've been so helpful, and we have been so helpful. We've done everything for you, and this is how you're telling us that we're the problem. Yeah, we're the freaking problem in that situation. If we're in that rescuer position, we are making sure that other people cannot empower themselves. Right? Prove me wrong. Give me an example where you didn't actually do that, when you didn't stop somebody else from learning and empowering themselves because you helped them. Okie doke. Well, thanks everyone for today's session. Great to be back. And yeah, we'll talk again next week. Have a great week, everyone.